we're seeing everybody here, and we have a nice intro here that we want to share with everybody first. Hold on. Okay. I think we can start while everybody's coming in. I want to play this little tribute for all of you.
It's about exploring the science of real estate.
It's about bringing agents from all across the world together to explore new technology, new ways of prospecting, and new ways to grow their business.
What does it take for you to actually get your first LabCoat Agents? We want to welcome. Thanks for joining us today.
Here at LabCoat Agents.
I see you.
Yes.
Hey guys. We are doing 10-minute lab.
All right, everybody, welcome to another webinar.
That was awesome, Sandra.
Yes.
That was super great.
Yeah, clap for everyone here. Congratulations. This is our group, that's 7 years. Greg. Oh, by the way, I want to introduce Greg here, our moderator, and he owns Lion Bolt Media, right? So Greg Fowler has been our awesome moderator, not just moderator, but he has also already hosted tons of webinars with us. So hopefully you guys have already seen Greg a lot. So, but thank you everyone who's already here and who will be joining and who's watching us on Facebook group. So we really come prepared for this event because this is special for all of you guys who's, been with us, who started since 2015 when it was when it was just zero.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we're talking to one of our special panelists here earlier when he said he started out with zero.
Oh my gosh. Well, Sandra, and again, thank you for kicking that off and giving me that intro. And I just got to say to everybody out there who's tuning into us right now, Sandra is absolutely incredible. LCA would not be what it is without Sandra. So this is an absolute pleasure to share the stage with you, Sandra, and really go through it. But yeah, like you were saying, we were talking before as to, kind of everybody out there and all the love and support, Sandra. And gosh, I'm really curious as to what your thought was. When did you join, Sandra? What was kind of your earliest memory of LCA?
Earliest, good question, Greg. Earliest memory of LCA for me was, I think, around 2015 too. But at the time, I wasn't officially part of LCA yet. I was more of, I started as an ISA for Tristan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's Tristan and Associates Real Estate. So I was his ISA before. And then so I was just seeing LCA in the Facebook group. And at the time, I really had no idea what the group will actually be. And then I became officially part of LCA 2020.
Wow.
2020.
Okay.
Or no, I think that was around 2019. Gosh, because I will be like 2 years old here in LabCoat Agents.
Yeah.
So, how about you, Greg? What's your earliest memory being part of LCA?
Gosh, it blows me away, the fact that thinking of what Nick and Tristan and everybody have accomplished in these past 7 years and just growing so many. I mean, the group is at 143,000 plus. It's over 20,000 members joining every year, and just scratching the surface, which blows me away. for me, I was involved a little bit later, not in 2015, like some of the OGs, but for me, I got introduced through Tristan, and I actually had Tristan on Real Estate Titans, and that was back in 2019. And gosh, he just blew me away. I was just so impressed with who he is as a man, a professional, and LabCoat Agents actually came up, and I was hooked ever since. And I've just been blessed to be a part of the group and share knowledge, but just grow and learn with everybody. So gosh, yeah, that was back in 2019. Tristan's episode is, episode 140. I had to look that up just in case anybody wants to hear him on the show. He just did a phenomenal job. But yeah, that was my earliest memory that way. But always heard great things about lab coats for sure.
For sure, yes. And so many have, right? I have made a post yesterday, and I was so touched really, like how many really appreciate this group. And what our founders have actually, envisioned to happen in this group. And I think it's exactly what happened, right? This has become a place of helping one another grow and exploring the science of real estate. And speaking of exploring the science of real estate, Greg, do you know who that tagline actually came from?
No.
Yeah. Well, let's officially introduce our panelist here, and the person where that tagline that I forgot the other term, but I call it tagline. He's the one, Jake Fry. He's the one who actually created that, exploring the science of real estate. And together with us is Nick Baldwin, our co-founder, LCA. They both started this group with just, 0? So Nick Baldwin.
I gotta say,
do you want me to? Oh, there
he is.
There he is.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Lab Club co-founder and Jake Fry. They started. Tristan will be joining us very soon. He's just coming in late because he happened to be stuck in that. I don't know what that event is, but he happens to be stuck there. He'll be coming in very soon. So, but Jake, Nick, please share us your earlier, well, you guys are the ones who started this out, so how was it?
Right.
Well, so I mean, I was pulled into the group. I was roped in.
Sorry, lost your mic there, Nick.
Nick, I think we lost your audio.
Oh, there you go. Nick? And sometimes technical things happen, right?
This is live, everybody.
Yeah,
this is
live.
This is what happens.
Hold on a second.
You got it. We got you.
Oh, that's weird. Okay,
Yep.
We're back. Okay.
Yep.
So I was roped into the group around 14 or 1,500 members. So I wasn't involved in the naming of the group or the tagline. That was Jake. But I was brought in by a mutual friend named Steve Passanelli, who at the time was working at realtor.com or did work at realtor.com. I think he was still there. And now he's the chief marketing officer of BombBomb. And he and myself and Tristan, we had him as a mutual friend. And, he's like, hey, Tristan, you should bring in this guy, Nick. He's pretty cool with groups and stuff. And Tristan's like, yeah, man. Okay, cool, man. Come on in, dude. Come on in. Yeah. He didn't know me from like anything and just like let me be an admin in his group. But that's just like Tristan. He still does that. You know what I mean? It's like, we got this guy, Greg. He's an admin. Tristan's like, yeah, come on, Greg. No, I'm just kidding. Because more than
Why
just
not?
that. We have more people holding Tristan accountable now. But yeah, first we saw that video, which was great, by the way, of the evolution of the logo when we had a dog, right? And thank God that dog is just horrible.
I
love the dog.
No, the dog is just...
I love the original t-shirts.
Terrible. But thank goodness we brought in someone to redesign the logo because it has nothing to do with a dog. You know what I mean?
We still love the dog.
But Jake, exploring the science of real estate, that was all Jake coming up with that.
Yeah.
I understand. But
how did you come up with that, Jake?
Tristan makes me brainstorm everything. Anytime he has an idea, he's like, come up with this. Do you have a good slogan, good name for this type of business?
Jake, how many times did you come up with something and Tristan goes, dude, that's so good. Let's keep thinking.
Hundreds.
Dude, that's such a great idea. Let's keep going.
Like
dude, you just said it was good. I can stop now. No, that's really good. But let's think of more stuff.
I'm gonna ask 3 or 4 more people now.
Let me ask the group what they think of our logo. We're sure to get good feedback there. You know what I mean?
No doubt. Everybody type that in. What your thoughts are. Where was the earliest logo you remember?
That's just about as good as asking someone what color they should paint this door. You know what I mean?
Oh, but before we dive in deeper into this, Greg, we've already started this earlier, right?
Yes.
Please, for everyone who's already here and for everyone who's watching us live on the Facebook group, we posted already something. I'm not sure if everyone already saw it, but we post our selfies and with a hashtag LCA 7 years. So please, you guys, please share. Well, let me type the hashtag here. Yeah, there you go. Please post your selfies and use the hashtag LCA 7 years and do a check-in with your city as well. Post it in the group and post it on your own Facebook profile as well, Instagram, maybe even Twitter. That will be awesome. And later I will be checking your selfies. You're making great selfies. Mine is good, but Greg was a great selfie there.
Hey, yours is fantastic, Sandra. But everybody out there, why we're asking this is because there's so many incredible prizes towards the end, and Sandra and I were trying to figure out how could we get people to engage, during the event as things are going on. So, like Sandra said, please take a selfie, use that hashtag LCA 7 years. And what we also wanted to get was your feedback onto what was maybe one of your earliest memories of LCA or one of your biggest takeaways that you've learned over all the years. Here's a wild card that you can also add with that selfie. If you've got an interesting or funny story with either Nick or Tristan. Sandra and I are going to pick our favorites, and they're going to be the ones who are getting a lot of these prizes towards the end. We got some great stuff, Sandra. So everybody just post that up, use that hashtag, and we'll be watching out for them.
Yes. Nick, have you posted? Jake, have you posted your selfies?
I mean, not yet. I'm on this. I mean, might as well just do it right now.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let's all do a selfie together.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Here we go.
There you go.
That's a good one.
Hey, you did it. You did it.
You did it better. Come on.
I was gonna say that one of the moment, if you're interested, the moment that LCA took off, like from group to something else, was when we were approached by the then CEO of Commissions Inc., Dwayne Legate. We were at around 5,000 members, and he's like, "Hey guys, I really like what you're doing. Do you guys want to do like an event at our headquarters in Atlanta?" And we're like, "Yeah." And we had 150 people show up for a 2-day event. And we had really big names speaking there. The Loken Group. We had Sean Rawls, CC Underwood. So really big names were speaking at this event, and like nobody knew us, right? There were like 5,000 people in the group. I think by the time the event took place, there were 7,000, but we got 150 people to come and spend $300 for 2 days. And we were just like an itty bitty group. And
unreal.
It was that moment that we then entered the event space. And from then it was like just upward mobility, but that was all Dwayne giving us that opportunity. So it was pretty sweet.
Thanks, Dwayne. I think that has given.
And since then, we've done probably, I don't know, 15, 20 live events. So it's pretty awesome.
Awesome.
Hopefully, we'll be able to get back there at some point next year. That'll be fun.
Can't wait for that.
Can't wait. Now, Nick, I think there's someone we want to pay tribute as well, right?
Yes, for sure. So do you want me to talk first and then
play?
Okay, so we want to pay tribute to to someone who was one of our very early supporters. He was not just a coach, but a friend, and he was super supportive of us doing numerous webinars. He supported our group. We supported his group. I used to call him like a very stealth type coach because he didn't really put himself out there like the other coaches, but yet had a huge subscriber base. And he was not from this country originally. He came to America in his 20s, lived in his car, became a real estate agent. But in his country, he was a famous like soap opera and movie actor, which was very interesting. Yeah, but he lived in his car. He started dominating the expired market before a lot of people broke into that. Yeah. This was before dialers, if you could believe it. Mm-hmm. And he then became the MC of all of our big major live events. And he was so charismatic and so much fun and such a great person. Unfortunately, was it last month or the month before? Within the last couple months, we lost him. And his name is Borino, and he's missed every single day. And we have a quick tribute that we'd like to play for you so you can kind of get to know him a little bit. And if you're not in Real Estate Rockstar group, that is Borino's group. It is still around. You could still look up Borino on his YouTube channel. He's got like some of the best training videos out there that you can find, and they'll live on forever. So go look that up. But let's give it a try. Let's give it a shot.
Let us share with you a little video tribute for our very own Borino.
Today, we've got Coach Borino, who's a good friend of mine and an amazing, amazing guy as well.
Thanks for having me. I'm looking forward to chatting with you. Always a pleasure chatting and sharing some practical stuff. You know, this is not going to be theory or get you pumped up and just go prospect and good luck, ciao. One of my biggest struggles, especially at the beginning, I'm not going to bore you with the details of the entire story, but I was homeless for quite some time while being in real estate. Tough to do when you do have a nice home, harder when you live in your car. And for a long time, I was fighting this whole idea that it's the mindset. I always thought I'm not working hard enough. I don't have the right tools. The market sucks. I need to learn more. It was always something out there. And whenever I came across this concept of, different mindset, you got to shift your mindset. Tristan, I always thought it's the new age, airy-fairy, you got to visualize and millions of dollars drop in your lap thing. And I always kind of ridiculed it, and I fought it for a long time. I don't even know why I was so stubborn about it. It sounded too easy, like, it can't be that easy. Yeah. I'm not saying real estate is easy, but boy, was it a lot easier once I shifted my mindset. So first thing I did was, like with everything else, I had to figure out that I had a problem. You can't fix something if you don't know what's broken. And what I realized was not broken, that may be not the right word, but what needed shifting was how I thought, my thoughts, the emotions triggered by those thoughts, the self-talk I had, and then consequently the actions as a result. Because that's always the chain. Thought triggers and emotions. Sequence of thoughts and emotions then either make you do something or not do something. So the moment I start shifting it, things started to shift. And again, you may think, well, coincidences, or you got better. Yes, that was part of it, but it wouldn't have happened had I not started with the mindset. So start with the mindset, there's plenty. I wanted to just get out there and get shit done, and it makes a big difference if your mindset is in the right place. It's like you're saying, Nick, it's the same thing. It shifts ownership, because if you say, I can't, what you're saying is it's impossible. Right. The moment you start saying, I don't want to, you own it. It's your decision. That kind of shifts perspective. So I have people tell me, I can't call people. I can't call people. I'm like, you can. You don't want to, which is fine.
How do you deal with maintaining that positive outlook, that consistency on coming back with that same passion?
Well, that's what I was going to share, that be ready that there'll be days it's going to suck. Be ready there'll be days it's going to be hard. Be ready that there'll be days it's not going to work. be ready that right before you're ready to close the deal, it's going to fall apart. They will list with somebody else. Buyers will back out. The property will not appraise. It's just part of life. So, and I learned this over and over, first in the military, then through working with many of you guys, is you got to pick your heart.
There were no shenanigans at all. No.
What shenanigans? I don't know what you're talking about, Borino.
No, very.
I have video, gentlemen. I have video.
It was like a Tony Robbins event. It was 74 straight hours.
Gosh.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that when I first saw the video, when I asked our video creator, by the way, shout out to Matt. Matt is the name of our video editor who did that video. Shout out to
video.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
shout out.
Digging up all those digging up all those old Borino webinars is not an easy task.
Yeah. So thank you, Matt. When I first saw that video, it brought me tears because I mentioned earlier to this group when I started out almost 8 years ago, was that it, Jake? Almost 8 years ago, I started out as an ISA for Tristan, and Borino was the only video I was watching to learn better.
Because you were prospecting for Tristan's team,
yes,
so you're making
I was
calls.
prospecting.
So if you're gonna, listen, if you're still out there and you want to start prospecting expires and FSBOs, you got to go watch. You still got to go watch Borino's videos because they are evergreen. Prospecting for expires and FSBOs will always be a thing. And just knowing what to say and how to say it and when to say it, that guy. And listen, he came over here. He didn't speak a lick of English, and he still had an accent, and he still got on the phone. So if he can do it and then be turned into a 7-figure coach, you can do it. So
Exactly. Thank you.
He left us with some great material.
Yeah, thank you for that, Nick. Nick, for it's Nick's idea as well for us to pay tribute to Borino.
Yeah, so people are asking how to spell his name. It's spelled exactly how it sounds. Borino, Borino.
And Nick, I actually put the YouTube link as you suggested, so that everybody can just jump in there and find that.
Check it out. Check it out. It's good stuff.
Yeah, well, Nick, Jake, let's go to the fun stuff of what the history of LCA stuff that you remember happened, and where are we going with everything?
Well, Jake, you're a chatterbox today, Jake. So I'll let you maybe say a thing or two.
Gosh, the first things I remember from LCA was Tristan in a room with just a handful of other people talking about it and where he originally wanted to go. And it was really cool. The first live events, the first LCA live was awesome. Especially once we started moving down to like San Diego and having really big events for everybody. It's been just a roller coaster.
For sure. And so it morphed into events and then trainings and then sponsorships and then LCA premium, LabCoatAgents. What is it? Shoot, LabCoat Agents. Is it LabCoat Agents or LabCoats.premium.com? LabCoatAgents.premium.com, right? Yeah, that's what it is.
Premium.
Go download it from the App Store and join us. And it's also on Android too. We didn't forget you.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man. I think next is just elevating content with LCA Premium, bringing more in-depth learning and education. Tristan and I had a plan to get like a physical location in Los Angeles before the pandemic. And we wanted to get like a physical location where we would have like LCA offices and we would have, a studio to record content. We would have a room to have people come in for trainings. So I think once this pandemic eases up a little bit more, that's something we're going to continue to look into. I might be bi-coastal, guys.
That would be awesome.
That would definitely.
Wouldn't that be sweet? Like people coming in
Super
for
cool.
training, like coming in from all over the world and just having little like masterminds and shooting, doing a podcast and recording. I think it would just be cool to have a space like that.
It would be very cool. It'd make it a lot easier for you guys to film content.
It'd be easier for Tristan to film content. I'm 2,500 miles away, Jake.
Take a flight.
Good point, Nick. Good point.
That's why I would come out like, once a month for like a week and just bang out some content and do some trainings and stuff. You know what I mean?
You need to buy a second home for tax purposes.
Oh, there you go. Well, I just did, but maybe I'll buy a second home in California. Get a little condo.
Yeah.
Get a little condo.
Yeah. Just a little reminder, Nick. We're requesting for everyone to put their names in the chat box, because our admins will be doing a raffle later on, and so we just need the real names there. So please put your real names. Nick, don't put your name there.
No. I posted my photo with the hashtag on the Facebook group. I put it in the group. So it's that is.
There it is, Nick. That's a great picture.
Yeah,
it's a good one.
Yeah, perfect.
But guys, I have to go only because my house is on the market now and people are gonna come look at it. And so in the next half an hour. So I have to actually go because we have 15 showings lined up and it just hit the market at 10 o'clock this morning. So I'm really excited. Where's Tristan?
Well, Tristan will be coming in a few minutes.
What is he doing? That's more important than this.
7 years.
Yeah, well,
I'm getting the 7. Greg, I'm about to get the 7-year itch because Tristan's not here.
Hey, Nick, we've got you. We've got your back, Nick.
Greg, I think on Tristan and make you the new co-founder.
I don't know. Those are big shoes to fill, Nick.
But anyway, I wish I could stay longer. I just can't. But if anybody watching wants to buy my house, reach out and I'll sell it to you.
Sweet.
Well, you have to come up with you have to make me a good offer. I'm just gonna sell it to anybody.
Nick, but thank you so much for being here, Nick. It's an honor and a pleasure, my friend. And again, just sharing your knowledge and everything with LCA. It's just been phenomenal. And we know you got to run. So appreciate it.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. You guys are awesome. See you later.
See ya. See you later. Bye. Yeah. Well,
so Sandra, so we're waiting for Tristan as we speak. Where do you want to go from here as far as diving deeper into a little bit more background to the history of LCA. And I was curious, Jake is here and, I just got to give Jake a monster shout out as well, because, just hosting a few webinars and live webinars, Jake is always there and he's behind the scenes, making things happen, run super smooth. So everybody out there who's tuning in, all the content, I mean, this man is brilliant and a pleasure to work with. A fun fact from me, this is the first physical time that I've seen Jake because it's voice only. And I don't know if it was Sandra that was stopping Jake from showing his face or not, but I love seeing this man's face. This is an honor for me. So.
Thank you, man. Yeah, Sandra, contractually, they put in my contract. Usually I can only show my face once a fortnight.
No, this is very special, everybody. You should be super, super fortunate. But Jake, into that, what's the meaning? And we get the science, right? The science behind real estate, but what was the process like creating LabCoat Agents and the name behind it? And what's kind of if you had a mantra or, the real definition, what is that? What's that look like?
I think we just wanted to get info. We wanted a way to coach people and just get information out there. A lot of agents suffer from the same mistakes and same problems in their everyday work. So we wanted to just be able to help people outside of our team. And this was already when Tristan was speaking a lot. So he had just from his knowledge of everything he spoke about personally to everything that he got from being at conventions for 6 months out of the year. It was great. We wanted to put it all in one spot.
I love that. And again, I'm a newer member in the grand scheme of things back in, 2018, 2019, but I've just gotten so much out of the group. And into my takeaway here, as I typed out, the biggest takeaway was just having the ability to mastermind and ask questions and learn from other great people all over the world, and how they run their businesses, and pros and cons, and just daily life, in the shoes of a real estate professional. So I think you guys just did an incredible job. And, I just get so much positive feedback. I'm always preaching the name of LCA, and anytime I can, I think it's fantastic. And, here's to the next 7 years and then some. I just think it's a wonderful thing for sure.
It's all been great. And one of the biggest things recently is all of the tech that you can see get demoed. There's so many different CRMs, AI services, all of these different things that I think, especially if you're from a smaller office, you would never even get to see. You wouldn't even know it's an option.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And it's hard to weed through that though, right, Jake? I mean, at the end of the day, real estate professionals are bombarded with different tech companies and widgets and shiny objects. And ultimately it's just you guys bringing the best and the brightest together and really showing perspective so that people can make the best decisions, and not just what was in the past, but thinking about it into the future, right? What is the future of the business, and where do we go, and how do we adapt in any given market? I just think it's fantastic. But I mean, Sandra, what are your thoughts? I mean, going through and being a part of the group and just meeting so many incredible people. I mean, anything that really stands out to you at all with LCA? And
Good question, Greg. I think what stand out to me is firstly how all of us here are really contributing to one another every time. Because, well, by the way, guys, because I serve as a community manager, so half of the time I'm the one approving the post coming in here in the group. So while there are posts that sometimes I hope didn't happen, right. But there are some that there are some that really and there's a lot of it that actually stands out it's always been coming from contribution. I can see how some even go out of their way really posting from like A to Z. So that's really amazing. You guys doing that. My gosh, thank you so much, because that's, that is helpful to, if not one, then if not many, then at least to one that's been helpful. And then what I've seen also that over the past couple of years that I've become officially part of LCA is how agents are now being more creative in their videos, in their post. I think everybody has gone creative in that. There are some funny videos. There's some of them using TikToks as well. So some of them I really watch because it's really funny. I remember there's this, I forgot his name, but I used to watch it a lot and really laughed about it a lot. He was even featured when we have that 10 minutes show with Tristan and Nick, where he filmed, because we're like in a hot seller market, right? That like everybody's like blind making the offer without even really seeing the house, just so you get a house. Yeah. And he created a skit about that. Like there was a character asking like, can I see the house at least? And then he say the listing agent went like, nice try. there are different other characters like making the offer. The other one was crying. Gosh, I forgot your name, dude, but that TikTok for me still up to this time was the best so far. But there's so many others here as well that's great. And so please continue that for the rest of our community here, for all of our members that we love. On our end, we're doing our best. It's a little bit slower because we are kind of tight with staff that who will do these things, but we are getting there. So over year after year, months after month, we're always coming up with new ideas on how we can serve our community better. So I I on the background, working on like our moderators program. And then after that, we work more towards what else can we offer our member. And speaking of what else can we offer our members, you know, I actually wondered, and I asked this earlier in the group, like what do we want to see more of here in LCA? I know we already produce a lot of webinars. We have so many partners that we work with, right? That really produce great product or service so that you guys can take advantage of it. But what more do you know, what else do you want to see more of? I'm interested in knowing that. And if the reason for this webinar is because we want to also have the chance to talk to all of you, right, Greg?
Yeah, no, Sandra, you're absolutely right. And I think that I can vouch for exactly what you're saying that way, just because what LCA's put together is just such an incredible group of people who are trying to do their best to really just shed light and knowledge and share expertise and help the group just flourish and grow, you know, and everybody feel like a family. I mean, we're over 140,000 members. That's insane to me, but it feels family. People know each other. They recognize each other from all over. The referrals and just the shared knowledge and inspiration, I think is fantastic. But I got to give the moderators a big shout out as well, because the LCA has really curated some wonderful people from all over just to share their knowledge and their time and expertise for everybody who's in the group. And I love the diversity of knowledge and perspective. And gosh, I mean, it's just been so wonderful to be a part of that personally. But I've had the experience to kind of ask those same questions that you're asking now, Sandra, is, you know, what are other people looking for in the group? And again, please, if you're on, chime in, put it in the comments. But the feedback that I've gotten a lot is the physicality. People want to get back to the physical meetings, and we understand what's been happening, and that will come someday. We'll get back to that. But I think that nothing beats that live face-to-face interaction, and not just learning from, you know, incredible people on stage, but it's the networking, it's the communication, it's the breakfast, lunch, cocktails, right? Dinners that you get to have and experience. So I know that whenever that starts to happen again, I know that the LCA family is going to be very happy for sure. But that's just some of the feedback that I'm getting when it comes to that. So
cool. That's true too, Greg. I know everyone's already excited to go back to the live events. I mean, I myself hasn't been to one of the live events yet.
There you go.
I haven't been to one of the live events, and I was really looking forward to it my first year here in LC, and then that's when the pandemic hit. So that's the bummer.
Timing. Come on, timing.
Right. I was so ready. And mind you, I'm all the way here from the Philippines. And so
Sure.
I was really so gearing up to get my visa, my passport, and fly to the live event. Because I had, by the way, the way I got this shirt, I had a one coworker before with the previous company that I used to be part of, and then she actually went to the LCA live event, and then she just got the shirt for me.
Oh, come on, the love.
Yeah, the love. And at that time I wasn't really officially part of LCA then, because I was still in ISA for Tristan. So, but because you know, she knew me, and she knew then that Tristan and I worked together. So that's why she brought me this shirt. And my Tumblr, I posted a few weeks ago that picture of mine with the shirt and the Tumblr. So that, right? But Jake, what's your most, you've been attending these live events, right? What's been your favorite in the live? Because I know that's what people love about LCA.
Out of all of the real estate events, I would say LCA Live is my favorite.
Yeah.
Even it's more fun than the, well, I don't want to say it's specific events that's more fun than, but I would say out of the ones I've been to, LCA Live has been the funnest for me. They had a wealth of knowledge there. They had amazing speakers, and it was just fun all around, especially whenever, like what Greg said, once everything got done and we were able to just hang out and network for a little bit.
Yeah. Well, we're looking forward, speaking of, you know, what LCA is working on, we're looking forward that like 2022, we're going to check, because we want to, well, Tristan and Nick are just, well, if it's just for them, they would, they would just do the event, but they're thinking of everybody else, how everybody would feel about already going to a physical location. That's actually one thing, you guys, everybody here on Zoom and everybody on our Facebook and who will be watching this later as well. Please comment if you are already so ready to go back to LCA live event, because we're just a little bit worried more for you guys, because we don't know how everybody feels about going back to the live events, with a pandemic, when this thing happened. So, but comment if you guys are ready. How do you feel about going back to live events? Where,
awesome.
Remember, I'm your community manager and I'm watching everything.
Sandra doesn't miss a thing. That's so true. And everybody who's still on here, I just want to let you know, please use your hashtag LCA 7 years, take your selfie, put it on the group. We got some incredible prizes here at the end that we're going to be giving away. Sandra, I guess, is it all right if I announce some of them, just maybe to spur some momentum into everybody doing that?
Let's go.
We got, right now we've got a total of, 7 minor prizes, which is absolutely incredible. Gourmet fudge. And I have to say that when I first got together with Tristan, he sent me a box of this incredible stuff. And it's absolutely just beautiful. So we've got that. We've got 7 of those. We got 7 sets of goodie bags. Sandra had mentioned, a water bottle, but there's so much stuff in the goodie bags, Sandra, right? What do we have in there?
Yeah, the goodie bag, actually, it has, hold on. It has I'm not sure if everybody got it, but because of this pandemic, this is the latest creation merch of LCA. There's a face mask with LCA, and then of course caps. There's like a sling bag. And then there's this shirt actually, and an AirPod, which is
perfect.
Yeah, well, me personally, I like this goodie bag for myself.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jake should at least get one, maybe me. I don't know, but
I didn't know we had masks. I would have been asking for one of those a year ago.
Right? So we got 7 of those, and then we've got some major prizes, right, Sandra? Because this is a big thing. 7 years, absolutely incredible people that are involved here. But we've got a 60 days premiere access, right?
Yeah, this is the major prize, and we can only give this here in, because to also be fair, we'll give this 7 major prizes only here for those who attended here live in Zoom. Yep. So that's why we asked for your full names here, because in a little bit we will be raffling it off, because we want to give 143,000 prizes, but then Jake hold up the bank. Cannot do that.
Right. That's fair. It's for the live audiences only, but we've got
goodie bags are for those who will post their. We can do that later, Greg.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, we've seen a few so far with the selfie post. So
they are looking great.
Yeah, they're looking great, and I know that there will still be more, and I know they're just happen to be busy because it's a Friday hustle.
Sure.
Right? So we can choose on that later, but we can go on to the major prize, because we can. We'll give it to those who attended the live event. So yeah, Greg, go ahead. Perfect.
Oh yeah. So I was just saying, we got one chapter 2022, which is huge. We've got one one-on-one coaching with Nick, which is massive. And we have one one-on-one coaching with Tristan. So you literally get to pick the brains and the minds of these masters, which are absolutely incredible. And then we have one free ticket to a live mastermind, Brilliant Tribe. Yes. And then we've got one free ticket to a mastermind event through Command. So one's with Tristan, one's with Nick in addition. So we've got some incredible stuff. So take your selfies, use the hashtag, LCA 7 years, and put that in LCA group. And then we'll be going through that in a little bit. Just wanted to remind everybody as well.
Yes.
And in addition to that, as Sandra said, please put your full name in the chat so that we have that for our record as well.
Yes. So for all those major prizes, by the way, just to share, Greg and Jake, and I know Jake knows this well only because he can get into these events for free, but Jake can definitely attest to this, that especially the live event, the Brilliant Tribe, that is quite an expensive event, right?
Wow.
But definitely worth it. It's expensive because it's that valuable, that everything you'll mastermind with Tristan in that event is exclusive to you and everyone who attends that event. So I mean, to get that, it's really amazing. And the same with Nick's, right? And Nick also, the one-on-one coaching, even if you don't attend, even if you don't get the live mastermind events, the coaching itself is superb. How many, because I do have, I don't know, I have eyes and everything. So I know Tristan's calendar. And boy, is it packed. He, like, every day, if we can only schedule on Saturday and Sundays, he's not gonna sleep anymore with the many coaching that he has day to day. So
yeah, it's absolutely incredible. And obviously there's so many people that love and respect and know Tristan through LCA, but we were talking earlier, Sandra, in the green room, there are still people who don't know Tristan and Nick and LCA. And, it's just such a big world out there. And we always just want to spread the love and the knowledge that this is a wonderful group that you can grow and learn from into the real estate world and community. And, but yeah, the interactions that I've had with Tristan personally, he's just so focused and he's very intentional with his time. And I absolutely love that about him, but it can be difficult to get somebody plugged down that's that busy, that's methodical. So, hopefully we'll be able to run into him here shortly, as we continue to go through. But Sandra, where do you want to go from here? What do you want to dive into as we're kind of waiting for Tristan to jump in and knock this out?
Yeah, well, probably Tristan got stuck in that event. Hopefully he can jump in, in a few minutes.
Okay.
Probably he got stuck in the traffic or in that event. So, but anyway, why don't we pick I know there are just a few posts here so far, but I think I kind of have favorite, but go ahead and tell me, Greg, what's your favorite pick so far and what you've seen at hashtag?
Let's see. So I'm just looking through here. Scott, if you're still here, which would be Scott Geller, if you're still here, just say hi, or I'm still here in the chat. But I see his picture and selfie, and I see Nick on the laptop in the background. But I love this story because he said, Tristan taught me about kindness in real estate. And I think that's so important, when it comes to, we can be high producers and high drivers and make big changes in our communities and obviously help as many buyers and sellers out there in the world grow teams, individual production and revenue. But ultimately, kindness is overlooked in so many aspects. And, being kind to one another and showing a level of respect, to the peers into real estate, I think is crucially important. And when people are busy and the production is high, sometimes our manners get swept under the rug, and it's just nice to be kind. And to me, I think that never goes out of style as kindness. So I love that, Scott. So if you're here, please just say, yes, I'm here in the chat. But I think that is well-deserved of a prize, Sandra, in my mind.
Scott Geller, we pick you. So you're going to get let's give him the goodie bags, right?
Yeah, love it.
Goodie bag with he'll get a a shirt. Our admin will take note of that. Oh, Scott Gellers.
There he is. Thank you.
Thank you.
Scott, I love your posts. Great
yes,
posts.
definitely.
Sure.
Thank you for that post, Scott Geller. And it's not so late for everybody here and who'll be watching this later. So far for me, Greg, my pick is the other one is Linda Landman.
Oh, cool.
Well, I think Linda Landman just kind of did 2 posts, which is just amazing. She posted, everybody misses the live event. She posted the one live event. Linda, if you're still here, when was this live event that that you were on? It's an LCA live event, and of course she took a selfie as well of our session right now. So Linda Landman, congratulations! You also got goodie bags. So enjoy the AirPod and the mask.
Yes.
I kind of acted this way because I wanted myself.
I know, right? Come on. We posted up too. I still haven't seen Jake's though. I mean, I would love to see this man, in selfie form somehow, but even if it's on a bike, I saw that picture that you posted up and Jake was framed. That's a good looking picture, my friend.
Yeah.
Where are you? Is that in the mountains somewhere in the background of that picture, Jake? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. That's actually the Westlake Village where Tristan has his office. That was
wow.
That was probably like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. My hair's still short.
Yeah.
I love that. It's a good picture. Very, very stoic, my friend. You're pondering something very specific in there, and I love it.
Why didn't the agents call their leads? That's why I'm pondering back then.
You're like, wait a minute.
I checked your notes and it says you haven't called in 3 weeks.
No.
Oh, by the way, just a shout out. Earlier we have Nick Baldwin, but we actually have in the members his mom. Hi, Miss Roberta Baldwin.
Get out of here.
Yeah, that's Nick's mom. Miss Roberta Baldwin, and she's also in a Mother's Day special last year. That's a
very cool.
Yeah, or was it last year? No,
there was. Was it this year? Yeah. I really liked that one. It was very good.
Yeah, me too. And then everyone liked that Mother's Day special. So we're making a lot of special here, and that's what we're also already gearing towards here in.
Oh no! Come on!
No!
The kindness.
I love
Sharon.
it, Scott. No, it's yours, and we're gonna have ours, right? Jake, Greg, we're gonna have ours. So don't worry about it. This one is yours.
So Sandra, how is everybody getting that? I saw that Scott put his address in there. Are you wanting that, or are you wanting everybody? We hang out after the fact, or what do you need from everybody?
Yeah, thank you. Well, I guess we're kind of going to run out of time here. I just remember we have a webinar next to this, emotional gymnastic, Jazzy Zagorski, Jim Godwin, Janki Patel, and Priyanka.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Priyanka, they will have it at 12. Jazzy, you guys are watching, please give us a few minutes. But Tristan will just jump in later on our Facebook Live, I guess, to kind of say hi, because he's unfortunately not able to really make it here today. So we'll do a raffle.
Hey, I just jumped in.
Oh my gosh, there he is. Yay.
Tristan.
Gosh.
Just activate my video.
Wait, where are you?
Whose phone are you on?
Where isn't he? That's the better question. He's everywhere.
Oh, where? I can't see him.
Let me raise my hand. There it is. I raised my hand.
There he is. We gotta give him access.
Right. Is he Katrina?
What's up, Greg?
Tristan, I am so glad you're here, my friend. This has been a blast. Nick crushed it. We did a great tribute. We've just had so many people chime in and give just wonderful feedback and participate. We're just excited that you're here, Tristan.
Dude, I'm excited to be here too. What's up, Sandra?
What's up, T? Oh, there you go.
There's the guy.
I told you he got stuck in Traffic.
Oh, look, he's wearing the shirt. You know, I feel left out. I'm the only one without one now.
We have to send you one, buddy.
I don't know if was Nick wearing one? Was Nick wearing one? I don't remember. No, he wasn't.
What's up, Jake?
I wasn't the only one.
Hey, Tristan.
Wait, did Jake tell the story of how he and I were locked up in a room coming up with the name?
No, there was no story of the locking up. What is that?
There was a locking up.
I'm like, Jake, we need to come up with a name for this idea that my wife and I have. And I go, I want it to be very sciencey, real estate related. We're gonna help agents grow their business. He's like, I'm like, dude, let's lock the room. 2 hours. Let's go. So
as soon as you said you wouldn't get us dinner, it was easy to come up with.
Oh man, no pizza, no pizza. Come on.
That was so funny. But you know what's interesting? We left the room. I left the room. So at the time, Jake was our lead coordinator for Tristan and Associates. But I left the room and I'm like, Jake, we're gonna shoot for 100,000. And Jake looked at me like, you're crazy. Remember that, Jake?
Yeah, I did. It happened quick too.
It did. It happened much quicker than we thought. But how's this going so far?
It went so great. But we just, if you can also post your selfie. We've been posting selfies, right? So
we got to get a selfie of this man.
Yeah.
And Tristan, we're doing that. We're using the hashtag LCA 7 years. And then, we're giving away so many goodies and things like that, but we're just putting it on the feed. Everybody's showing love. So it's just great stuff. We had an individual, Scott, and he actually mentioned you. And we asked them what was their favorite takeaway or memory or what they've learned from LCA. And Scott had mentioned that you taught him about kindness in real estate. And that was a really important thing. Yeah. So we had a big shout out for Scott, and he got a basket, or a basket's on its way, Scott. But it was just really great, Tristan. And we were talking just how much you guys have done and what you've put together here and just impacted the real estate world and community. It's fantastic. What a great celebration at 7 years.
Dude, that's super nice. And you know what, Greg, I love your background, dude. It is
thanks, man.
It's a very amazing background.
It's to distract you from this forward ground and looking back here. Look at the Legos of the books. That's it. That's so really it.
You're fun.
Yeah, we're so happy that you jump on. Many of us have been looking. Where's Tristan? And like,
I barely made it in. I was speaking at a place that I previously had promised. So
yeah,
I couldn't back out of the speaking. But I'm here, and I love what we've created. I think it's a massive community that we all can take part ownership of. That's what I love. Right. So even though I created it, there's no way that I could grow it without everybody involved. Right.
True.
And Jake was with me from the very beginning. So
yeah,
it was Jake
10 years now.
It was Jake and I just sitting there and going, let's do something. So
yeah. And I know she just couldn't make it to you, but there's that strong person behind who urged you to start this Facebook group in the first place.
I wanted to start a blog, and my wife said, no, do a Facebook group. I'm like, okay, fine.
It was really his wife. It's really his wife. That's why if you guys see that post, I know a lot of you already seen it.
Beautiful post.
Yeah, we've written a writer, which I can't. She doesn't want me to mention her name. She also asked me stop, just like Jake. But anyway, she has written that amazing story. And also we have that on the podcast. Tristan actually had it on the podcast, 100 episode.
Wow.
He actually told that story in there. So you guys, if you want to listen to that podcast, really great podcast. There's also another thing there he mentioned that would really help your business. So go, if you haven't listened to that yet, go listen to our podcast, LabCoat Agents, 100 episode. That's Tristan and Jeff who did that.
That was a good one.
Definitely a good one. So T, what we've also already asked Nick earlier of this, and we just also want to ask you this. Where do you see our obviously we've grown so much, but what else, what in the future do you want to do here as well?
Well, I think the idea behind the group has grown so much, and we've inspired so many other groups and so many other people to start helping out the community for free, because they see that it benefits our industry a lot. So I think if we continue to be diverse in the ways that we help out agents, that includes not just Facebook groups, but TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and we start using social media to do that, we can start growing our communities in that way. And look, it could look different. Facebook's about to announce that they're creating this metaverse, which is insane, right? And I think, Jake, I think it's like Ready Player One, man. And I can't wait, Greg, until we jump into a Ready Player One world where it's a LabCoat Agents or whatever it's called at the time. I don't care. Yep. We jump into this community and now we're in it. And I created my avatar and I'm wearing a hat, but I look blue. And dude, I'm selling real estate now inside of the metaverse instead. That's a whole different world. So I think as long as we keep on helping out, regardless of what the form is, whether it's Facebook or not, we're still going to help out people and they're going to be appreciative, and we just have to keep on pushing forward that way.
I love that. And Tristan, into that note, we were talking a little bit before you jumped on. Any thought processes into the live events into the future? Because we were just saying how important it is for all of us to get together physically and really just learn from the best and brightest, but also engage and, have those conversations before, during, and after. So any thoughts into that?
Yeah, we want to do one. We were looking to do one in April because we pushed it away from October. But once we were going to do April, Wailopo has theirs in April, and we're really good friends with them. So we're either going to do it in May or slightly ahead of that, but that's what we're planning because we want to do a live event. It's going to be great, dude. It's going to be nice to see.
I can't wait to see everybody. I was joking. I said, this is the first time I've seen Jake, and I've heard his voice time and time again, and I love it. This is the first time I got to see him. So I can't wait to see him in the flesh, and just not on a screen. But no, that's great. So roughly May 2022. That's super exciting. I just know that everybody's really excited just to get together and learn and grow and network with the best and brightest. So I mean, Tristan, any of the thoughts or takeaways? I want to kind of take it back to your thoughts in the early days. From your perspective, what was the deep desire to really start this group, and what was your intention behind it? I really am curious with that for anybody who's newer to the group.
Yeah. So the idea behind the group was I kept on getting the same question over and over when I was speaking around the nation for realtor.com. And that was, how do you convert online leads at such a high level? So I started just talking about that. And the idea was just to give back. It was one thing. I was inspired by two guys, Steve Passanelli, who's a really good friend of mine, and Chris Smith. They had this blog called Tech Savvy Agent. And it was a blog under the realtor.com brand. And they helped me out a lot in regards to bridging technology into the real estate part of our business. Okay. But when they left, realtor.com kept that brand and they couldn't do much with it. So I thought, there's a hole, there's something missing here, and I can do this in blog form. And my wife said, do it in the group. And who knew that the group was going to blow up just from me giving back? And it was really just, there's a hole, let me plug it because I want to help. And dude, it was just from giving back. It was so simple, just give and give. And people were upset, like, why are you giving all this information for free? I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh, wow. And it was an uphill battle giving information for free, believe it or not. And it was years later that we finally started making money from it, when we realized, hey, we can make money from this. And then the money came, but it was never for the money, which is nuts.
Yeah. Well, but it shows a true testament to your character and the thought process early days is, hey, you know, there's a hole in the space. And you took it upon yourself to not only yourself, but surround yourself with other great individuals to make this happen. And we were talking about this earlier. It's sum of all parts. I mean, LCA is it's the people who built it, but it's also the audience and the family that's engaged every single day and supporting and loving and sharing. I can't thank you enough, Tristan. And I know that everybody else would feel that same way. Is what you guys have done and what you started is incredible. And again, I can't wait till what it looks like in the next 7 years. You know, it's just going to be great.
Dude, stuff. We're working on it. We're a little slow, but we're working on it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why Tristan put me here. And
yeah. Greg, we need help like from you. We need help from Sandra. We need help from Jacob, right? So it's a process.
Yeah. We need help from everybody. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So by the way, just a little announcement for the raffle. I know you guys been waiting for the raffle, and we don't want we kind of go over time, but that's okay. It's our anniversary. But for the raffle, we got your names, everyone who's here, and some of them I think left, but we got your names here. If you put here in the chat box, we got it. So we'll raffle it offline. And then give me just some time a little bit later. We'll be posting names in the Facebook group for the winners.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And this conversation does not end here. We'll continue it in the Facebook group. Again, we've asked you what are the things that you want to see more out of LCA. So please, do post on our Facebook group. Let us know, because again, I told you guys, I'm watching all of it. So
Sandra sees all.
She's always watching.
Those posts that you make, it's always like Sandra. Well, not always Sandra, but our admins, our moderators, we're all watching it. Greg is our moderator too, and Jake and Tristan.
By the way, Greg has a great podcast as well, Greg. So great job on that, man.
Yeah, Lion Bolt Media. And guys,
well, thanks for saying that, Tristan. It's that's how, because Sandra and I were chatting at the very beginning, is how we got involved with LCA, and that's how I really first time got to meet you, and it was just such a pleasure. And I said, if you need to see that episode, I looked it up. I said, what episode was Tristan's? It was back in 2019 in December, and it was episode 140. So 140, that's Tristan's episode. You gotta watch it. You gotta listen to it. This man, he ceases to amaze me. It just keeps going and going. So appreciate the shout out though, Tristan, for sure.
Dude, thanks for doing that, bro. All right, let's give away some prizes. Greg, great job, man. And Sandra, thanks for holding this together. And Jake, thanks for freaking finally showing your amazing face.
I'm so happy.
I had to prove I'm real.
It made my day. It really made my day.
Yeah, it made my day. Well, this has been fun, and we want to go on and on. But come on, guys, join us in the next webinar with Jesse Zagorski of Emotional Gymnastic. They'll be following up in this after this. So again, the raffle we'll do it offline for now, and then post the winners in the Facebook group. So watch out for the post. Right, so we'll still be working on we'll end this for now, and then we'll still be in the background working on raffling it up. So watch for our post. So
thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Love you, LCA.
Happy 7 years.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.